Isn't it ironic? Talking about screen time today, and you're watching me talk about it on the screen. Hey guys, welcome to the first session of Parents and Co-Parenting. We're going to be talking about screen time today. What is it? What is screen time? Any type of device that you use to watch or play, search. So it includes TVs, phones, tablets, e-readers, and gaming devices of all kinds. The average Canadian school-age child spends 6 to 8 hours a day, Monday to Friday, on a screen. This excludes all school time post COVID-19. Since COVID-19, screen time has actually increased quite a bit because school is now online. So if a day only has 24 hours in it, when are they watching the screen? Think of some times. You know when they are.
Why is it important to set a schedule now during COVID for after COVID?
I'm sure most of you had some form of schedule before COVID, especially with your school-age children, because you wanted them to do homework, you wanted them to get some sleep, so you did set some boundaries. Now that COVID's been going on for 3 months, we are all getting a bit lax on how much screen time we're actually having. I've increased mine. Everyone I know has increased theirs. My daughter's increased hers. It's because of boredom. If we don't correct this soon, school is most likely starting again in September. You're going to have an awful time that week before school starts trying to get them into a routine again, to get off their tablets, to get off playing games, to get into bed on time, to having a good night's sleep, maybe meal routines. You're gonna be scrambling that last week before school starts to try getting them back on the routine. So if you start now, when the weather's nice, that you can get outside, it's gonna be a lot easier for when school comes back around, on you and your children, because you're not gonna get frustrated or as frustrated if they're asking if they can be on their screen, and then they're respecting your answer of not right now. Try not to use the word no, but not right now, maybe later. We have a scheduled time that you can be on it. 7 o'clock tonight, you can be on it for half an hour. They're going to get used to hearing that language from you, and they're going to start respecting it more. According to public health, we'll start with a child should be getting anywhere from 8 to 12 hours of sleep depending on their age. The younger they are, the more sleep they actually need. So let's see if they're taking some screen time during their sleep time. If we break it down roughly for your routines during a day, all meals roughly add up to 90 minutes a day. So that's 20 minutes to half an hour per meal where you're sitting at a table, talking, figuring out how the day went, what you're gonna do for the next day, what you did this day. You wanna make sure you try to get an hour of exercise in, you and your children. Homework up to an hour a day. Playtime. This isn't exercise, this isn't homework, this is nothing, this is just playtime with their Legos, with their friends, hopefully. Not on a screen is roughly an hour a day. You gotta look at the morning and bedtime routines. This will take anywhere from 1 hour to 1.5 hours. This will include bathing, brushing your teeth, getting dressed, getting undressed, putting the pajamas on, bathing in the evening maybe, story time, relaxation time. So an hour, hour and a half may not seem like a lot, but you can get most of that done within that time frame. School transportation both ways, you're looking at approximately an hour, so half hour each way. And that for some is probably quite a bit less than what it actually is, because if they're taking a bus and they're the first ones on the bus, it could take 45 minutes to an hour to get to school, depending on where it's located. School, up to 7 hours. Sleep, if we take the average for sleep per day out of your school-age children from 4 to 17 years of age, you're looking at 10 hours of sleep a day in a 24-hour period, preferably at night, all in one go. Now, if you add in the screen time of 6 hours for the total number of hours of the day, if you take those and add them, that equals 30 hours. Our days are only 24 hours long. So where are they getting the 6 hours of screen time in? The things that we mentioned are your basic routines for the day. So they're losing some of their basic routines. Where are they losing it from? One, exercise. They're on their tablets instead of exercising. Two, they're not doing their homework. Let's be blunt with it. A lot are not doing their homework because they'd rather be on a screen. Something I didn't mention for that 30 hours a day, it could also increase because of organized sports or clubs after school. There's a lot of children that go to the Boys and Girls Club. They have their half-hour homework hour, but then they play. They get home later. They're still on a tablet. They still get that 6 hours of tablet time. How? That's what we're discussing. Meal times are shortened. Homework, as I said, exercise decreases, but it mostly goes away from their sleep. So instead of getting recommended 10 hours minimum sleep that they need, they're getting 6 hours, 7 hours, because they go to bed, the TV in the room, or they have a gaming system in the room, or a tablet in their room, or their phone in their room, and they're on the screen. They wake up in the morning, they're on the screen instead of getting ready for school, or getting ready to go out, if that were the plans for, say, even on a Saturday or Sunday. And speaking of Saturday or Sunday, screen time increases. So it's no longer 6 hours a day. It can go up to 8 hours, 9 hours, depending on how you are with the tablets, with the screens within your house. With COVID-19, it's definitely gone up. I'm telling you now, if you look at yourself, your screen time has probably increased drastically as well. Why? Boredom. For your children, school's now online. For you, it's less hassle to allow your child to be on a screen or a tablet so that they're keeping themselves busy. They're out of your hair if you have stuff that you need to do, or if you're getting frustrated or need to relax yourself, it's like, okay, go ahead and go play on your screen. So, how do we possibly help decrease the screen time? Lead by example. Take the screen out of your own hand, put the phone down, spend some quality time with your children. Leading by example will be one of the number ones, because they can't come back to you and say, well, you're always on your screen. Or they won't be pulling at your pants, calling your name, trying to get your attention because you're looking at your phone or you're talking to somebody on your phone. These are the times that you need to pay attention to your children. If they're going to stay off of their screens, they need to see it from you that you're staying off yours. And I can't say that enough. We see it all the time. 2-year-olds, 18-month-olds, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds with the phones in their hands, and they know how to turn them on because they're watching, they're learning from you. So if we're starting this at an early age, you need to start thinking about different ways of not letting them see you on your phone, which means you have to reorganize your time when you're on it. Setting up a schedule and following it. So if you say they can be in front of a screen for 2 hours a day, set out the times, half hour here, half hour there, or an hour here, an hour there, but stick to it. And again, stick to it for yourself as well. Increase the time that you spend with your children. Play games. Weather's nice, get out to a park. They're now open again. Have a picnic in the park. You can have small gatherings within your own household. Play in the backyard. If you don't have a backyard because you're in an apartment, go for a walk. Go for around the block. Hopefully the playground equipment will soon be open. Pools and water parks will be open soon. So there's different activities that you will be able to do that you can stay with your child. You can entertain your child. They can entertain you. It's phenomenal how much getting out for a walk and pointing things out in the sky, the colors, it can be very refreshing. They're getting their exercise, you're getting your exercise, so that's part of that 1 hour of exercise that you could be looking for during the 24-hour period. And that's what's recommended. So get out, enjoy, and play. Follow the schedule. So if we take the time to create something new with our children, maybe that they're not used to, could have been something that you did before, but the last 3 months it hasn't been happening as much. You're going to get into a nice routine, and you'll be able to spend more time with one another and less time off the screens. If you have any questions that you wish to have answered or that you have thoughts on, please text us, send them as an email, write them on Twitter or Facebook, and we will do our best to answer them in a very timely fashion because of what's going on. Thank you, and next week I will return with another session. Bye-bye.